Hi guys, and welcome to week number 5 of these weekly lessons. This week we're going to look at a Hiromi tune called XYZ, and this is a really challenging piece of music. And the beautiful thing about Hiromi and Hiromi's music was she always found a way, or the music always found a way, to push you in directions you've never been pushed in before. It always seemed to find weaknesses in your playing, whether it be a technical one, a vocabulary one, or just knowing your instrument well enough, or some time issues or whatever. Her music just always seemed to pull out what you really needed to work on, and it was amazing for that. So I'm really grateful for all those years of touring the world and playing that music. But this week we're going to look at the tune XYZ, because it was a really challenging tune and I got to work on a few different things. And sometimes as a bass player it's really important to just play the part like really accurately so everyone else can kind of dance around and kind of make things happen. And this was one of those tunes for me where I really had to kind of dig in and just play this groove, especially in the solo section in 9/8. You know, I had to play this repetitive line over and over again with Hiromi's left hand while Hiromi was soloing everywhere and Martin was displacing the groove on the drums. I just had to really stay super strong on this one. So I just want to teach you this, guys, the line. There's going to be a track for you to download so you can jam along with it. I'm going to give you some solo ideas so you can solo over it, and here it goes. So the groove is in 9/8. I'm going to play it for you first, and I just want to point out that you have to stay relaxed when you're doing this. You know, when I played this tune live and the music's happening, and you know the piano solo can be extended for a long time, and then the drum solo can be extended for a long time, and you've just got to keep repeating this pattern over and over again. It's really important to stay as relaxed as possible and have a fingering pattern that you can really kind of sink into and just kind of lock into with some kind of pocket, and just kind of meditate, you know, just kind of let it flow and just let it happen and breathe through it, you know, because this kind of music has a lot of intensity to it, so your body can tend to tense up naturally, you know, just instinctively with what's going on with the energy. So it's just important to kind of just let it happen, you know what I mean? Let them have their fun and you just stay there just nice and solid. So here's the line for you. And what I would do is I would just kind of add a bit of percussiveness to it, because, you know, I was doubling with the left hand of the piano, which gives me an opportunity to play really light and also gives me an opportunity to add some different percussive elements along with the groove, and it just kind of lay a little bit better for me with that. So we're going to break this bass line down into 2 parts. I'm just going to take the first 5 notes and just work out the fingering pattern with the right and the left hand. So there's a lot of open strings here. So it starts with the first finger, open A string, and then that D, open D with the second finger. And I'm hammering on the E there on the second fret of the D string with the first finger. Then I can get that G with the open string with the first finger, and then rake back down for that E. So the rake is really important there. So let's look at the second part of the groove now. Very simple, it's just over two strings, the D and the G string, and so it's G, D, G, D on the third and the fourth fret, so it's 3, 4, 4, 3. The left hand fingering pattern is 2, 3, 3, 2, and importantly the right hand is just going 2, 1, 2, 1, so 2, 1, 2, and when you get to that F you can rake down and the pattern starts again. Okay, now for the solo section, which is basically over the same repetitive bass line. I've decided to talk about the symmetrical diminished scale. We're going to have a look at the A half whole symmetrical diminished scale. I'm going to go into it just a little bit in this lesson just to keep the lesson short, but inside the Tony Gray Bass Academy we go into this stuff in great detail where we analyze it all over the instrument with play along tracks, different fingering patterns, different patterns and exercises to play over it, basically just so you can master it and also train your ears at the same time. But for now I'm just going to show you a couple of fingering patterns and just some basic harmony that surrounds this scale. Okay, so it's the A half whole, which basically is built in intervals of a half step, whole step, half step, whole step, etc. So it sounds like this. Okay, and what I'm going to do is to show you the fingering pattern for one octave, and it starts on the 5th fret of the E string, so it's 1, slide up, 1, and we're alternating 1 and 2 with the right hand, so it's 1, 1, 3, 4. Now A string in that position, 1, slide up again, 1, 3, 4, and then 1 in that position on the D string. Okay, so again, this is the left hand, 1, 1, 3, 4, 1, 1, 3, 4, 1, and then descending, 1, 4, 4, 2, 1, 4, 4, 2, 1. Now you can notice when we're sliding up, we're using our first finger, and when we're descending, we're using our fourth finger. That's because we always want to have fingers ahead of us, and it's just a real economical way of moving around the instrument. So just get used to that concept of moving around. You can do it anywhere on the instrument. And just notice as well, if this is over an A7 flat 9 chord, which is this scale is common over, starting from the root, you know, if we build this chord, I'm just going to go into it a little bit, if we can just build a diminished chord starting from the root, so it's 1, 4, then slide up a fret, 1, 4, A, C, E flat, F sharp. You'll notice we can build the same scale with the same patterns from each of these degrees. So we can also go whole half from C, half whole, sorry, from E flat, and then from F sharp. So it's a really useful scale because it's obviously symmetrical, and it just opens up a lot of opportunities to play some kind of cool fluency licks and patterns all over the instrument. But anyway, I'm going to leave that with you now. There's more information in the document. Don't forget to sign our mailing list, and don't forget to spread the word and comment and give us your feedback, and even post some of your videos playing along with this track. I really hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next week.